Alright, y'all, so it's really simple to take these seats out. Seriously, very simple, depending on how you want to do it, right? Let's say you want to take the whole seat out, and I mean the whole seat with the bottom bracket that is attached to the frame of the car. Well, you see that screw, that bolt right there, the one that's at the bottom, that is an E12. That is an E12. And then in the back, you'll have a 15. So 15 there on both sides. One's there and one's on the other side. That goes for both seats. Both seats also have an E12. Let's say you want to leave that part of the frame in, right? You want to leave that part of the frame in, but you mean that part of the rail, but you want to take the other rail off. Well, what you do is you would have to unscrew this. This has a screw here, a screw there, in that area right there. There's another screw there. Take those two out, those three out. They're Phillips. Take them out to get this seatbelt off. That is an E12 as well. Once you pull this cover off, it will look like this on the inside. So once you take the cover off, it's going to look like that. I mean, I'm on the opposite side, but it's going to look like that. This is the part of the frame of the rail that comes off of the rail that attached to the frame of the car. Now, if you want to, you know, leave the frame, the rail, and the track all in the car and just remove the cushions, you have an 8mm bolt right there. And then there's one on the bottom of the cushion that sits on the bottom of the cushion. There's two holes there, right there. Then the other is over there. Those two are 8s. You see those slits at the bottom, the black slits? That sits on the rail here. So this end rail is where those two slats will sit. There's 13s on the side. There's these two holes right there. There's one there and one there. There's those two 13s that's on the side to take the top half off. It comes off with the bracket. Don't forget that. It comes off with the bracket. Bottom part just pops off once you take those two 8s out. The top part is 2 on both sides, so 2 there and 2 there. For the seat belt, it's an E12 as well, but that's on the inside of the seat, and you won't be able to get to that if you disconnect the power. So, here's what I suggest. If you're going to take the whole rail out, disconnect the power last. Do not disconnect the power first, because you will not have any type of movement. Move the seat back, disconnect the E12, take the E12s out. Push the seat all the way forward, take the 15s in the back out. Disconnect the harness and pull the seat out. That is the only way you're gonna get this seat out with the track. Without the track is what I'm about to do, because I didn't buy the track with this side of the seats. It was just too much, and I'm gonna take that track that's over there that I bought, that I was showing you guys the example. I'm gonna take that track back to the yard and get my money back, because yeah, let me go ahead and see if I can get this front seat out. If not, I'm gonna just put the front seat back, because I really want to at least get this front seat out. This is what you get. Like I said, it's gonna look like this on the side. There's a connector here that you need to disconnect, and there's a 13 right there. There's the other 13 down there. You take those two out, and then you slide the seat, and then you take the other two out over there on the other side, and this whole front top and bottom come out. So like I said, it's a 13, this connector, two 13s over there. Everything comes out. Alright, so there's 2 there. Like I said, there's 2 on the other side. Once you get those 2 out, you get these 2 out, you get those 2 bolts on the bottom that should be 8mm. You pull the top half off, it'll come out. The bottom half will have the wiring harness connected to it, so be careful when you pick it up. It will have it connected to the bottom of it. Kind of like you see, if you can see back there on that seat, there will be a whole harness connected to the bottom of that sheet. Okay, so I got my bottom part out, but the crazy part about it is I didn't have anything attached to it. absolutely nothing was attached to it. It was just literally, no, you can't see it, but it was nothing but the sofa, the cushion, nothing but the cushion, absolutely nothing but the cushion. Another tip, when you're trying to get this out, lay the top portion all the way back to get to those bolts on the right hand side, because of course the center console is right there. So you're gonna get to these bolts right here. This is the last 13. There we go. And out she comes. Let's see. There we go. That's the front driver's side. And then there's the cushion, and then the seat is in the back in the trunk. So let me grab it. Okay, so I'm working on the bottom harness here. I got the top seat in. It's not bolted in. I'm just working on this wire harness on the side to try to make sure that everything works. It's got pedal adjustments, so I'm probably not gonna have that feature. I don't even see the wire harness plug down here for that. But the seat belt is actually an 18, it's not an E12. The E12 is for the buckle inside of the side pillars and for the side on the outer skirts of the seat. So it's an 18, not an E12. But I'm just working on this harness right now. Everything seems to be connecting so far. I don't know about that big ass gray connector down there. I don't know where that's gonna go. I don't know what's gonna connect down here and what's not, but I'm finna find out. Like I said, everything's just plug and play, unless you have special features. Alright y'all, I'm about to call it a night, but I got the seat in for the most part. It moves forward and backwards, up and down, but the back side doesn't move because the harness down there is different from the harness that was on the old seats. So I have to do some splicing. I still have the harness over there. None of the other seats are in. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm about to take my butt in the house, eat, and go to sleep. I would strictly go over everything that I did in order to get this to this part, because I'm not taking this back apart. The only thing I'm going to take off is this bottom half. So in order to get this here by yourself is going to take a bit of work and a bit of finesse, and a little bit of thinking as well. This is by yourself, not with two people, but by yourself. Like I said, that's not on because I still have to take that back apart, so there's no need to put that on. I got the seatbelt on connected, got the E9 on there. I got one bolt on that side, two bolt on here, just so I can get to work. So, man, yeah, they're nice and clean. They're not in the best condition, not in the world's greatest condition and shit, but they look a lot better and they feel a lot better. But I'm out of here until tomorrow, y'all. I am trying to fix these seats, well, at least the harness for them. I'm gonna try to get y'all some GoPro footage as much as I can. Just slip my finger open on the damn, no, it was actually on here. I was trying to take the, no, it was this one, I was trying to take the connector off and my finger slipped and got slit right on the steel. This is not great, but I'm taking these back to the yard. These, the rails, you don't need the rails unless you want to keep the motors on them, but you don't need the rails. They're not a necessity at all. And then, come on, it's right here. Come off. Why won't you come off? It literally will not come off. There we go. Sheesh. Alright, I'm keeping the wire harness, period. Like, the wire harness is not going back to the yard. Staying with me. But yes, you will need to do some splicing. Oh, is that what that's for? To hold this? Oh, so there's one that's over there on the other side that I did not notice. Didn't see that the last time. Oh, that makes more sense why it's in the car and I never saw it before. Boom. So it goes tab to the back of it. Okay. Shouldn't really have that problem if I'm using the same stuff. But you never know. This car was Jimmy regular. But I'm trying to get it off now. unless, there we go. See, unless it's like that. So you'll tab to the back like that, and that goes like that, right? If I remember correctly. Push that in there, bingo. All right. So that's that. Go ahead and take this off. Don't come off like that. Come out. It don't look like it's gonna come out like that either. Nope. Alright, whatever. Alright. I do need the seatbelt, and I don't know why there is no harness connected to the seatbelt. The hell? I just noticed that. Alright, stepping all on the harness. That's cool. Alright. That's coming back with me. Gotta go bracket. That is an 18 by the way, folks. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this because this side was manual and these seats are power. So what I'm thinking is, right, since this is only for the airbag and I don't think this goes into any of these connectors, you know. I don't think so. Negative. Nope, it's definitely for the other side. Negative. So this doesn't go into anything on this harness, nothing at all. Let me go look at the other harness, the bracket, and well, not really bracket, but the frame, and see what the fuck's going on because this ain't it. This one right here, this is also the new harness, driver's side, passenger side. I need to figure out what to do with this. The passenger seat is, so I went and got the old seat belt, and this connector connects to this one, boom. That lets you know the seat belt's there. Why I don't have one on that side, I don't understand. But what I do know is I need to figure out, see, because I know that I know that side seatbelt works because when I put my seatbelt on, the seatbelt light goes off. So that one works. Like this one here, this one works. It's just a matter of getting the idea of why this passenger side doesn't have anything. Like, I don't know if they ripped it out or I don't know if it just never, oh no. I mean, none of that. I don't know exactly what's going on with this one. And I don't know how to separate this because it looks like it's a pretty tight fit. It moved a little bit. Huh. Let's see. Let's see what we get. See if I can knock it through. Time. for real. Why does it smell like, oh, it's her trash? I was like, why does it smell like trash, bro? So I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what to do in this situation. I mean, I could very well just take these and spray paint them black. I mean, that's a possibility. Not something I really want to do though. I guess that seat's just never going to be able to be used as power because whatever part of the harness that I need that goes under the carpet, I'm not going to take that because it spiders into the main harness that sits over here in this floor well. So I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this side. I'm not even gonna lie to you. In order to put the frame on, you're gonna have to shimmy it in order to get the bushing down here to line up with the hole on the bottom for you to put the nut in. And you're gonna have to put the bolt on top. So it's gonna shimmy, and you see it's in there. It's not tightened. There's no nuts on the bottom. It's just the bolts. As far as the whole wiring harness situation goes, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I might tap into a 12-volt source. Who knows? I'm gonna keep the wiring harness. I'm gonna keep that just in case I figure some shit out. But yeah, it's in. I'm gonna have to take it back out in order to put the top part on. I could put the bottom part on later. But in order to put the top part on, I need it to be out of the car so I can easily access those bolts on that side and this side. But let me go get ahead and get it. Boom. Put this like this. Oh no, I just ripped my shorts. Where'd it go? Just like that. This is gonna be so much easier than doing it in the car, yo. That ain't gonna be funny. Alright. I'm gonna have to wipe it off again, but oh shoot. Well, I got 2 extras now, so that's, oh, actually I got all of them. Good shit. Well, alright. So I got 2 of them. Go ahead and slide this on over. And put in there. This one. The other side. I don't have to worry about time to put the seat in. There we go. All right, 2 here, 2 here. Boom. Boom. And now, seats in the car. All I gotta do is bolt these 2 8s to the bottom and put the cushion on the bottom. Alright, so we're just gonna put this in here. Cover that up since it doesn't have anywhere to go for right now. Or maybe I just never paid attention. Just until I get the right seat belts. Just until. I mean, literally, all I have left is these 2 8s. That's it. Oh my gosh. Same one that got ripped out. So we Gucci. Oh, see, they took it off of it and put a screw in there. Oh. to know that these seats have been replaced before, like everything else. Shit.
Man, how much you charge for the underglow, bro?
How much you think it's worth? Now, I want y'all to realize that you do not have to splice wires to make this work. I literally left both harnesses in. They have not been touched other than the splice. Y'all remember my seat only went back and forth, so it goes forward, back, down, up, and guess what? The seat reclines as well. These are what you need, the T-taps that have both wires in them. You do not need to cut and splice a wire for that. Not at all. It's highly unnecessary. As long as you have a piece of metal connecting the two wires, you're good. I connected the green and tan with the green and tan on the seat harness, and I connected the green and purple with the green and purple on the seat harness. And boom, boom. I got my seats. They work. As far as the, I gotta take that E12 off and put the seatbelt back on. But as far as the passenger side, I'm literally gonna have to wire in power for that. Like I have to tap into a power circuit to get that side to work. So as of right now, that seat is stationary and it cannot move. But we got this side working, and that's all that matters. Now I can put the cover on. Gotta put this inside so I don't forget that part.